Hello and welcome to a Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there, guys. My name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Riki, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi, everybody. My name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Ferris, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Regara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 2, Relics and Revelations. I don't know. Who are you, mister? I'm going to take my coin from me.
I'm the guy who gave you a coin. If I give you another one, will you tell me who you are?
Yeah, that seems like a fair trade.
All right. He's gonna reach into his pocket. I don't have many of these, but this one's special. So here you go. And give him a regular plain coin.
You set the coin where the other one was, and it sticks there. And for a moment, everyone in the area can hear the drum beat go like it's picking up pace like rapidly, as if someone were excited about something. Oh man, new coin, huh? What's so special about this one?
I got it from a mayor.
A mayor?
A mayor.
Fantastic. I love mayors.
Yeah, this one locked me in his bed chambers. I had to empty his bumpkins, I tell you.
What are you talking about? Horses can't do that. They don't have thumbs.
You've never seen a horse lock a door?
Not a one.
I need to introduce you to more horses.
Right. Anyway, thank you for the coin. You're free to go back down the tree if you want. Oh, and tell your friends to be more talkative. I'm kind of bored.
You told me that you would tell me what your name was for the coin.
Oh, right, a name. Yeah, those are important to you all, aren't they?
I mean, like your name, who you are, like where we are, anything.
Anything. Okay, you're in a hall. This is my hall. I've been here for a while.
So this hall specifically is your hall. So like the hall to the left and to the right, are they both your halls too?
Yep, all these halls are my halls. Well, most of these halls are my halls. A lot of these halls are my halls, but some of them aren't my hall.
So you can see, so you know what halls all of my friends are in.
I know which hall that 127 of your other friends are in. I lost track of 2 of them. They went down a different hall, not my hall.
Well, that's convenient. So if I go, so my 127 friends are down that hall, and I'm going to point to the right because we're upside down. So if I go down this hall and point to the left, what's down there?
When you say when I go down this hall and point to the left, do you mean the T intersection, or do you mean pointing towards where that you believe that Riki and Ferris are.
The left of the T intersection, which would be the right and right side up world.
Okay.
The hall we didn't take.
Down that way is more of my hall.
Is there another tree that way to climb up and then get back to the start of your hall?
Nope, no tree that way. There's an ocean there, though.
Oh.
Do you want to go to the ocean?
You sound like you want me to go to the ocean.
The ocean's pretty cool.
Is it cooler than the tree, though?
I mean, the tree's pretty cool, too.
If I talk to this guy for an hour, can I get a specialty in socializing with labyrinths?
Yes, but technically you have to put it down as fair folk.
Oh no!
Because that's what you're socializing with. So are you going to wait there for an hour while you talk to the dungeon?
If he's
Yes.
if he's up there for an hour, I'm gonna climb up the tree at some point.
Okay.
Probably after like 10 minutes.
Okay. After 10 minutes, and you find Devine talking to a wall that is now responding back to him. There are no mouths, by the way. The voice is just coming from around. But after 10 minutes, you come up, and as that Elian enters the point where that the MC Escher painting would turn into a different area that they would be deposited in the middle of conversation, Devine, the voice just kind of goes, and like stops as soon as it like Elian would be within earshot.
Yeah, so anyways, that's when I was at the, around that time is when I told the guy that Riki would kick his ass, and it didn't go well.
But yeah, so you talk about this, and as soon as Elian's within earshot, it just like stops.
No one will ever believe you.
You know, you laughed at the jokes before, but one's where, so that's where we draw the line. You don't like violence, I guess. Okay. But anyways, the ocean,
It is giving you nothing back.
I'm guessing aliens beside me, or like, did you noticeably pop up to Devine?
I mean, they would have gone like peeked up to see if they could find you. So if they stick their head up and they see you out there talking to a wall, I assume that's what I see.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, gravity reorientates you so that you are no longer climbing. You are, in fact, walking along the floor. That's just how the tree works. And then you see Devine there.
Devine, why are you talking to the wall?
Because it was... So, y'all aren't talking enough. So it stopped being entertained. It says the other way there's an ocean. But it wants me to tell y'all to talk more, but I don't think it wants to talk to y'all because you came up and it shut up real fast.
So it just wants to listen to us and be entertained. Also, what is it?
I was working on finding out. That was the next question. It was fair folk are rare, right, Brendan?
Depends on where you are, but generally speaking, this close to the center of creation, yeah, they're rarer.
What about for... Well, Chiaroscuro is not far from here.
Chiaroscuro is not far from here. You've encountered one ever in the whole of the campaign.
Yeah, and they were trying to eat people. And they did not act the same way that this thing's acting. So no, I would not be able to put two and two together that it's a fair folk. I don't know what they are.
As that you are discussing this with Elian, we swing over to Tirali and the tyrants hanging out. The other two have been gone for a little bit, and then a voice kind of pops up and just kind of goes, "Hey, how are you all doing?"
Many of the tyrants and Tirali would be kind of looking around each other, confused about what they just heard, because Tirali would just assume that it was a young person who stepped out of line.
Nope, not there, not there. In the walls. Hi, I'm in the walls. I'm the walls. Your other friends are fun and having a conversation. I'm making the pretty one look like they're crazy.
You don't have to try hard to do that. He definitely is. So hi, Walls. How are you?
Oh, good. I've been enjoying watching you guys. Are you in charge of all these people?
That's a sort of a way to put it. In charge is a strong word. But yeah, they generally listen to me.
That's really cool. I have some people that generally listen to me. Hey, can I have one?
I can't give them away as they're not property. So I'm going to have to say I can't give you one.
Well, that's just disappointing. I wanted one. It would have been a lot easier to talk to you all if you given me one. And then I could show you the way out of here. But I'd have to have one, you know?
What would you do with one if one wanted to be with you or stay with you or go with you?
Well, I'd give them a hug, and I'd make them a space that opens up in the wall, and it'd be sized just for them, and then they just gotta walk through, and then on the other side, they'll come out, and I'll be able to talk through them. But they can't leave.
Did you say talk to them or through them?
Yes.
Is there any other ways you would want to tell us the way out or show us the way out? Entertainment, a show? How do you feel about sparring?
Oh, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter like my brother. Or sister. I don't know what they are anymore. They've been gone for so long.
So you have siblings?
Oh yes, many siblings. Do you know about the ocean?
I know generally what an ocean is. Are you referring to a specific?
Mom.
Did it just say it's their mom?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Sounds like you have a large family, literally.
Oh, was that one of those your mom jokes? That was funny.
So if you're all the walls and your mom is an ocean, what are your siblings?
Well, my other sibling, the one who is here somewhere, I don't know where, but they're called they're called Lust Like Sea Spray. No, Lust Like Sea Foam. Sea Foam, because it's so quick. Like it's like sea foam only exists for so long, so they only have lust for like 15 seconds or so. It's a whole thing. Anyway, they can't be as tangible as I can. I'm a wall. Well, I'm all the walls and the floor and a tree.
So other than having a person, is there anything else that interests you?
Money. I like money. I like finding new things of money so I can bring them back home and then tell my mom that we should sink more of these kinds of ships and we can have more money. And then maybe we can afford a house one day. But I hear the housing market in the ocean is not the best. Things just kind of go with the flow. You know, because economic tides and you'll get it one day.
So why would a maze, a labyrinth, a house? Why would you be concerned with buying a house? Because you would be kind of like a house yourself, kind of.
No, a maze or a labyrinth is more like for trickery or housing beastmen or minotaurs. I mean, minotaur is kind of like a beastman, but it's like a very specific type. Anyway, we want to have a house so we can put all of the ocean in a house. And then you can take the ocean wherever you want to go because it's all in the house. Houses still have wheels, right?
I mean, I'm sure, depending on where you are. Have you tried a jar? Because I've heard stories about very large bodies of water getting sucked up into canisters accidentally sometimes. So, like, I'm sure it's possible for a large body, like an ocean, to go into a jar.
Yes, maybe. Maybe we can find a jar. Who knows? Maybe we can find out one day. I don't know. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna go make sure that your other friend isn't killing your other friend because they're crazy. Bye. It was nice talking to you.
It's great talking to you.
Bye.
Bye. And then
Money, please.
as the Devine and Elian are talking, eventually the voice kind of comes back and goes, "Hi, new friends."
Ah, so are you the friend that he was talking about?
Maybe. Were you telling good stories about me, friend?
I was telling my friend here about all of the good conversations we had in the past 10 minutes. And you showed up like right as I was finishing. It's crazy how it only takes 10 minutes to describe a 10-minute conversation.
Yeah, it's amazing how that it only takes 10 minutes to describe what is normally a 23-hour conversation. Anyway, so I am here. I am your friend's new friend. I wanted to make sure that you weren't murdering them because that would be bad. I don't like it when the people get murdered inside of my walls because then I have to clean it up. And do you have any idea how hard that it is to clean up when you don't have hands?
I can't say that I do, and I'm sorry that you have that issue. Maybe we can help somehow if that happens, or we could just not fight each other, and that would be easier.
That would be fantastic. I don't want to fight. I actually just want to help because then if I help, I get paid and then we can afford a house.
Oh, you're looking for a house?
Yes.
Oh, you're getting paid for this?
Well, I assumed that you were going to pay me for my assistance getting you out of here because the buff lady, she wouldn't pay me in people.
But she's got so many.
I know. I almost said that, but I didn't want to be rude. I thought it might be rude and imposing, and I don't want to be rude.
No, don't feel bad. She apparently left the expendable ones at home.
Oh, so this is for the good ones. Okay. It's like a field trip. I've never been on a field trip. I only hear about them. I get to go on ocean trips, though.
You really like the ocean, don't you?
My mom's the ocean.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Not used to meeting people who have good relationships with their mother?
No, meeting people. No, I'm not used to that. I have a decent relationship with my family.
So anyway, you guys are back at the entrance, and I don't know why, but you guys should probably keep going. Now, it is going to take you a while to get out of this part.
Will it?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're not willing to help me out, then it's going to take some time.
Well, would you be willing to make some fun slide for us to go down to where we need to go?
Oh, I'm not that kind of labyrinth.
That's a shame. I've heard an old tale about labyrinths very similar to this, and sometimes they'll just make slides to where you need to go.
Well, see, that would work narratively, but I don't think that you guys have exactly crossed the Rubicon yet. I don't know if that's a reference you all get.
So we gotta go back down the tree we came up.
Yep, and then just keep going forward. If you just keep going forward, you'll eventually get there.
Well, the bottom of the tree goes to a four-way intersection. Obviously not the way that we came, but which of the three ways? Is it just straight from the way we were going?
Oh yeah, just keep going straight. Eventually you'll get there.
Define eventually.
Oh, about a week or so.
What if we just go see your mom?
The ocean.
That's what I said.
Well, tell you what. I can tell you about a shortcut, but you gotta pay me.
In what?
Well, I accept people, familiars, sacrifices of the innocent, coins, essence, artifacts, the soul of your firstborn, soul of your secondborn even. Usually I try to skip out on the thirdborn because I'm a thirdborn and I like sparing them.
That's very kind of you.
I know, I get told that a lot by my brothers and sisters, or my siblings, I guess. Gender's weird. We don't really care. I mean, I'm a talking labyrinth at this point, so like, what does it matter, right?
I understand.
So yeah, how will you be paying? One person gets you all the way out of me.
What would you be doing with the person?
Oh, well, first we would have a little chat, and then they would eventually agree to let me inhabit their body. After that, I hollow them out and eat their soul. But first, I'm going to make this like hole in my wall that's specifically sized for them, and then they're going to walk through it. And then when they come out, they're going to look like how I like them to look.
Interesting. Good to know the whole process. In case we find
Yeah,
a
I like to be
volunteer.
very upfront with my people so that they can like understand. And don't worry, the soul doesn't like just die or get consumed. It actually goes to like a nice little like, I don't want to say it's like afterlife. I don't think that you all believe in that, but it's like do you all believe in heaven? Is heaven a thing for you all anymore?
That's
Not for everyone.
complicated.
Okay. Well, it's like a paradise. They just kind of go to a paradise where they get to like hang out with other people that I ate.
Do you say hate or ate?
Ate.
Okay.
Oh, so there's more than one person that you've eaten?
Oh, lots. Yes. I was put down here to make sure that people who aren't supposed to be down here don't come down here.
Are you the beast we're supposed to quell? I thought that was like an inner thing.
No, I'm not the beast. That would be silly.
But you know who the beast would be then, though.
Oh no, I don't talk to them. They're very mean. They like to punch my walls, and I didn't like that, so I kind of got scared and shriveled up for like a couple 100 years.
That's unfortunate. What kind of beast is it?
Well, it's big.
Because if it's punching your walls, that may be something we could help you with in exchange for helping us out of here.
You'll take down the beast?
It depends on what it is and if we're capable of it. But we'd have to know what it is first.
It's big, and it's got lots of teeth, and a lot of wings. And, like, this weird, like, scrawl that kind of, like, circles around them, almost like a halo, but it's on paper. And it's got big eyes, like a lot of eyes, just staring. And it looks at me, and it tells me, hey, man, you shouldn't be afraid, but I'm very spooked by it.
I'm sure we could take something like that down.
Well, we would need our friends' help with that, but I don't know if they went.
Oh, you have more friends?
Yes.
Than just the 127 of you? 128, sorry. I'm bad at counting sometimes.
You see Ellen trying to like you can mentally see their eyes going up as if they're trying to count everybody down there. I think that's the accurate number of who we brought with.
Oh, did they get split at the beginning?
Yes. Does that mean you might know where they are?
No, I have no idea. They're not in my domain.
They're in somebody else's halls. They went in the wrong hole.
Would that be one of your siblings? One of your brothers and sisters?
I don't know. If one of my brothers or sisters was like closer to me, I'd be able to tell, but they're far enough away that I can't tell.
Now, back to this thing that's beating on your walls. Why is it beating on your walls?
No, it did. It did for a little bit, but now it doesn't anymore. It's been a couple hundred years since it did. That's why I've gotten to expand. That's why I'm so big now. I'm I'm an adult. I'm an adult man.
But if the beast is about to punch you, you're just a little guy whose birthday it is.
I mean, technically when you're never born, you don't have a birthday, which means that it can always be your birthday when you don't have one. Okay. So swinging the spotlight over to Ferris and Riki, you guys have entered into the underworld.
Do I know that we're here now?
Yes. It is also pretty obvious because you can feel your connection to the elemental pole of fire, and in Ferris's case, the elemental pole of wood is no longer there because those don't exist in the underworld. Which means that you are no longer able to regen essence until you are out of here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you continue on, Lucille, and as she continues into the underworld, the flames on her mane kind of dim a little bit as she is trying to conserve what essence that she has, and her hooves kick up the loose ash and dust on the ground.
Hey, Brendan.
Yes.
Before we got to this area, would I have been able to regenerate the 4 essence I had spent getting through the door or dealing with the door?
Probably not. It's taken you guys a lot less time than it has the others.
Okay, I just wanted to verify so I knew it was still written on my sheet.
I'm going to kind of pat Lucille's mane to give her some reassurance because we're in a spooky new place.
As you guys are in a spooky new place, you can see the walls around you are beginning to change slowly as you guys are going, and they are beginning to line with skulls and femurs and arm bones and tibias and whatever else bone words that there are. And it continues for a bit, not just as like a regular in real life charnel house would look, but eventually the architecture becomes the bones. Everything here is made of the remains of the dead and dying.
What the fuck could Bala have been doing down here, Ferris?
You know, I was kind of asking myself the same question.
The old man said that Bala came down here pretty fucking frequently, like every week or two.
Again, I don't know. I don't really.
I'm just letting you know.
Didn't really. I'm not my brother's keeper, or I wasn't my brother's keeper.
Hey, no need to be defensive. I'm just letting you know.
He looks just as like weirded out or uncomfortable as you would think someone would be in a place like this when they're not used to it, like Riki might be.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit as you guys are having this conversation, but eventually you guys come to the hallway doesn't narrow so much as it just kind of ends, and there's a large double door that Lucille would be able to easily fit through, and you can hear on the other end, "Damn it! Where's my hacksaw? I need to be able to finish up this little experiment for the boss. I needed that head, but that stupid fool was supposed to deliver it to me."
I'm gonna get off of Lucille and walk up to the door. You, just trust me on this one, okay?
I'm just gonna stay up on Lucille and nod.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Yes, I'm in the middle of an experiment. Is this important?
I don't know.
Are you here? Are you here to make a delivery? Wait, I know that voice.
You do?
Is that a former monk that I hear?
Do I recognize the voice?
Yes, you do.
Who is it?
You recognize the voice of the doctor from the Atonement prison.
Well, I don't know if you know me or not. How about you just open the door and see what's going on, or don't? You know, I might have something that you want. Who knows?
Well, I can't exactly do that. I'm elbow deep in a thing right here. Can you please open up the door for yourself? You're welcome to come in.
Okay, can I just push the door open?
Yeah, you can just push the door open.
Okay,
Push the door open.
Yeah,
and it opens up into into what looks like an operating theater.
what did Neff call this guy? The Colonel Guardian or something?
The Charnel Guardian.
Okay.
So you see this guy, and since you're in the underworld, you can see him. But you notice something weird about him that wasn't there before.
Huh.
He is very transparent, almost like a ghost would be.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, so he's a ghost, maybe.
Pretty much, that's what I'm getting at. His spirit still had work to do, but now he can only do it in the underworld.
Wow.
Can only Riki see him, or can I see him too?
Oh, you can see him too.
Because you're in the underworld now.
You're in the underworld. You can see him.
Cool. Ferris is still gonna stay on Lucille if she can fit through the door, you said?
Oh, yeah, Lucille can fit through the door.
She's gonna basically kind of just keep herself, like, inconspicuous. She's not gonna make herself completely well known that she's there once she sees who the dude is.
You know, Terrelli fucked your shit up pretty bad at the prison.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very badly. Took away my entire exaltation. It's the worst now. I have to work with he, like, air quotes his, like, giant, like, gore-covered, gloves come out of whatever he's working on. And he's just like, I have to work with mortal things. It makes my work go so much slower. And, like, arms just go down into this thing that he's working on with, like, this squelching noise.
Well, not to bring up the past and remind you of a hard time for you, but the Nephrak a while back said that he had something for you.
Oh, yes. Neff should have brought that to me, but I guess he's just too busy doing his own thing.
He said he was old.
They all say they're so old. Ooh,
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm so old I can't just keep myself corporeal through my rage alone. Ooh.
So,
Anyway, would you like some tea?
What kind of tea is it? What do you got?
Ghost tea?
Sure, I'll have some ghost tea.
Okay. Young lady who killed one of my goons back on the island, would you like some ghost tea as well?
Ferris is gonna kind of look at Riki with
she'll have some
is this
ghost tea.
okay?
Yeah, she'll have some ghost tea. It'd be rude
And then she's
otherwise.
just gonna look back and just kind of be like, sure.
Now, would you like that to go or for here? It's not very useful if you drink it in here, if I'm being completely honest. But very useful if you drink it out on the real world. Well, not real world. This is very real, but you know what I mean. The back on creation, back topside.
The plane of the living, yeah.
Yes.
Sure. I mean, tell you what. I'll take a little sip to like sample the lavenders, but then I'll save the rest for later. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And he's going to like pour you some, and like so long as you guys continue to be cordial with him, he's going to be the same, even if he's a little gross and kind of digging literally into a corpse. For the record, ghost tea is an actual artifact thing that you can get in Exalted.
Neat. Well,
What
Ferris
does
is gonna
ghost tea
take
do?
hers. She's gonna take hers to go.
Ghost tea, when you drink it, allows you to see and interact with ghosts.
Oh, nifty.
Sam Ferris would just take hers to go.
Oh, fantastic. I'll put it in a little thing to go, and then you can dip the leaves and it'll be fine later. He just kind of like packs it up, wraps it with a little bow with a little tiny little child's finger bone on it, and then hands it to you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So, not to interrupt your work here. What can you tell me a little bit about what's going on down here?
What's going on here? Do you mean by like what I'm doing, or what?
Well, not necessarily just what
Oh,
you're
do you have that
doing.
head? I
Yeah.
need it. Fantastic. Can you hand it over, and then I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Can you answer a question first, and then I'll be happy to hand it over?
How about we do it at the same time?
How will you answer an entire question at the same time as I simply hand you something, though?
I'm very quick at talking.
How about this? How about you half answer my question, and then I'll give you it, and then you can finish answering my question.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair.
There's a guy who's been coming down here apparently. What's his deal? What was going on with that? You know?
Oh, yes, him. The one who has the little autumnal crown around his head. Yes, he's the keeper of the vault or something at the end of here.
I'm just gonna toss the bag to him.
He catches it, unwraps it. You can see this skull, and as he pulls it out, what you thought was a regular skull, he pulls out, and it's this massive behemoth-sized skull that it takes all of his it takes his entire arm's width to hold, and it looks like that his arms are actually stretching out further and thinner to hold it, and you can see like these massive fang tusks on the end of it, and he kind of like waddles with it over to the operating theater, and as he does this, you can kind of see what he's been working on. As he pulls the curtain back, you can see this massive corpse that has been sewn together of multiple different body parts that has, well, it's hard to tell, but shit, there are so many hands here. And he goes to like the top of it, and he starts like basically like screwing the giant head on. Like he kind of like just shoves it onto a spinal column and just starts spinning it, and like it kind of like winds down like it's a screw. All right, that'll take a few weeks to finish up, but I think that I've put enough force into it. Now, let's close this and have a little bit of fun while we wait for Liv to wake up. Yes. So he's going to
Fuck you,
move
Brendan.
and
Wow.
take a table and take some chairs and sit down with you all and just kind of like sample some tea. And he's just like, it doesn't taste as good when you're already dead, but I think that I might have a way to reverse the effects. My friends have been my master. Well, I guess my former liege has been asking me to do this. He says that it might make a good way to impress his love interest, and he's kind of like shaking as he says this.
Love interest?
Oh yes. My liege. He has a someone that he pines after. I'm sure that you understand the concept of love. Yes, you're still alive. Your heart still beats, correct?
Yes. Who's
Well, then
your
you're.
liege?
Well, someone you've probably never heard of. It's not important. He's down in the south, very far.
Okay, then who's his love interest?
Probably someone else that you've never heard of. She's down in the south, very far as well.
So you're not going to give me any names?
I mean, what are you going to give me in return?
I take a little swig of the ghost tea.
It is bitter, but not in a bad way.
Like the nice astringent tea taste.
Yes.
Yeah. So, as interesting it is to find out how your boss wants to get some. Let's move on from that. I think. So there's a vault at the end of this here thing that a guy's been going to. How far away is it from here?
Quite a distance, but distance is relative in in this area specifically. You're dealing with sometimes with Fae, sometimes with other realms. Sometimes even heaven gets brought into these things. But tell you what. If you can maybe put in a good word for with my boss, it's a real easy thing to do. I will give you this. And he pulls out from his pocket what looks like for a moment a ticket, and then he kind of like flicks it with his wrist deftly, and you see it turn into 3, one for you, one for Ferris, and one for the horse. This will get you across the river with the ferryman, and he'll be able to take you on to the next part of towards the vault. Very easy, very quick.
Tell me who your boss is. Can't put a good word in if I don't know who your boss is, right? So tell me, what's his name?
Oh, I'm sure that you've heard of him.
You just said you were sure we hadn't heard of him.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yes. Well, have you ever heard of the First and Forsaken Lion?
Have I?
Probably not.
Is it like an occult thing, or is it just like a dude?
It's a dude.
It's a Death Lord.
Oh,
It's definitely a dude.
It's definitely
Just
a dude.
A spooky dude.
Honestly,
I do specialize in the dead.
You know what? I'll let you. You know what? Since you specifically specialize in the dead, and we have switched that specialty over, I'll let you roll, but it is going to be at a fairly high difficulty.
Okay, what do I roll?
So you're going to be rolling your, I'm going to say, wits and occult, and then add in that extra die for the specialty.
Okay.
And you know what? For talking to him like this, I'll give you an extra 2 dice.
Wow, okay.
Ferris will kind of raise her hand towards the dude, and when he does the whole ticket thing, and just politely say, "Can we get one more?" And she'll kind of point towards herself, but indicate that it's not just for her.
I mean, far be it from me for you to decide on whether or not your lady bits counts as an extra person, but all right, full of tickets it is.
She's just gonna give him a grumpy face and just reach down in her blouse and pull out a ball of fluff, because I'm sure Zeke is still rolled up into a ball.
Riki will try to suppress reacting, but cannot help but chuckle.
With 7 successes, I'm going to let you know that you do not have first-hand knowledge of the First and Forsaken Lion, but you have heard from other spirits and the dead that you've talked to in the Shadowlands that he is kind of like the South's version of the boogeyman. The dead fear him and do not want to be anywhere near him. And in your travels across creation, he is much more talked about in the South, as if he holds some kind of domain here.
Yeah. I've heard some talking about that in the South. Not a lot of experience myself, but what do you need?
Well, I figured that if someone from the living world put in a good word, maybe he could do a little. And he kind of pulls up. He kind of does the jazz hands for a moment, and then thinks about it, and then goes, no, that's not the correct motion. And he kind of reaches down into the architecture and pulls out a small child skeleton, and he just kind of goes, kind of do one of these numbers, and he kind of grabs it by the head and kind of splits it in half down the middle, and then puts himself in between it and does this kind of gnarly smile as he kind of cocks his head to the side, like put me inside of there. Let me have another chance after I was unfairly snuffed out during the middle of my experimentations.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand, but I don't really need to understand. So if we have those tickets, we basically get a free ride to where we need to go way quicker.
Oh, yes, much quicker. You don't have to go through the rest of the cemetery. You don't have to deal with any of the dead that are going to try and stalk and kill and eat you. You don't have to deal with, well, in case Liv here wakes up, you don't have to deal with Liv as a new experiment.
I'm really good at killing. I'm really
test him.
I'm really good at killing dead things. I'm pretty good at that. It's kind of my whole bag.
Yes, but I know that you're very good at killing dead things. However, you have to understand, this is a new kind of dead thing. This, and kind of like gestures, like
Claps on the
both
hood.
hands. Yeah, and just kind of goes, this is necrotech. What we're making here is going to, well, it's going to change the way the warfare is done. At least the way that we do warfare.
We, as in...
Me, my liege, the rest of the Nephrax, the rest of us who are working on, eventually bringing creation down into the underworld and just completely ending it all. The regular stuff that we're looking to do.
Okay, yeah, long-term plans, forever from now.
Some of us have had these plans in motion for at least the last 2,000 years.
Yeah, I buy that. Hopefully for another couple tens of thousands, 100 years before you ever get anywhere with that. Anyway,
you can hope.
Yeah, I can. Anyways, firstly, any mumbo jumbo with your little flesh puppet here, and I will be putting a bad word in for your master. Secondly, how am I supposed to get all the way down there? He's in the south. I'm not going to be going down there.
Don't you reside in Chiaroscuro?
I do.
Chiaroscuro's in the south.
Oh. Okay, tell me what you need me to do, theoretically.
Theoretically, I just need you to go talk to your local undead leadership, and then they'll pass the word along, and then yada yada.
Yeah, I got a pretty...
You all have that, right?
No, I would say that you're talking to the guy who is most informed about the undead hierarchy at Chiaroscuro right about now. I'm pretty well. I kind of have an in with them, so to speak, in that I keep them in fucking line when they do shit that we don't like. That's what I mean.
Okay, I see. Okay, so all that you have to do then is you just have to kill someone of very high importance, like a Tricon or a king, or the Scarlet Empress would be a very good one if you can get in good with her, but I hear that she's missing. Anyway, so you can just kill like a leader, and then they'll pass it along.
Is there a way to do that doesn't involve killing? Because I'll get in trouble for doing that. They said it was easy, and that's not very easy.
I mean, if you don't have a local leader, then obviously it's not very easy. Now, obviously, you could go and talk to maybe, I don't know, a former Tricon, and then pass it along, and then eventually it'll get up the chain. It'll take a little bit longer than
okay. I can find the ghost. That's not a hard. That's doable. I got goons. I know a guy about a guy. I can talk to a guy about a dog. So I don't have to kill someone.
No. I mean, that's half the fun, but no, you don't have to kill someone.
It's just that people, the living tend to look down upon other living killing typically.
That didn't stop your big muscle girl from turning me into Jello. Now, did it?
You were hardly a person at that point, were you?
I mean, I was.
Yeah, right. Anyway, moving on.
I wouldn't say that I've seen the error of my ways, but you do have a certain point.
Anyway, the past is in the past. Do you know that this will not be an instant thing? We have other things to do, but when I find the time, I will handle my business, and you will have to accept that as my word. I can't speak for Ferris. I can speak for me, because I have a way to do that. But you have to take. If that's not good enough for you, I don't know what else to offer you. But that's what I have.
Okay. Well, is that the deal then?
I'm gonna look to Ferris to confirm. What do you think?
Sure. Like, you're the one running this show at this point. I'm here for support.
I was gonna say this is kind of your area of expertise.
Yeah. Tell you what. Can I make a I want to say make a perception check, but I don't want to make perception. I'm talking to a spooky man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to do that.
What do you want to do?
I want to simultaneously, if I may, try to read his intentions and also tell him that I'll make his life really, really hard if he fucks with me.
Okay, so that would be 2 rolls. That would be a instill roll for making his life really shitty if he fucks with you, and then that would be a read intentions roll.
What is instill?
Instill should be charisma and socialize, or charisma and presence. I think that it's in one of the.
I know presence is like intimidation adjacent, so I think it's presence.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go with charisma and presence right now because you're.
Okay.
Yeah. And then read intentions. That is, I believe, a specific role, though.
Okay. Well, here's the presence roll. That's 4 successes.
Okay, so with 4 successes, he for the presence roll, he is going to take a minor intimacy of will not betray I shouldn't betray amongst trust.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's very much going to be a thing of like, I'm going to try and keep my word. We're good, but Tarali beat your ass while you're living. I'll beat your ass while you're dead. That's what I do. So we're cool, but let's make sure we stay cool.
And then read intentions is perception and socialize.
I'm so bad at both of those. Well, 2d10 it is. 0. No ones though.
No ones. He seems pretty honest to you, and it seems like that he's gonna keep his word if you keep yours.
Okay, I'll nab 2 of the tickets. Yeah, sure.
Nab 2 of the tickets. He gives you. He gives Ferris the other 2. He's like, "All right then. Is there anything else you all want to talk about? It's so rare that I get visitors. Usually, the other people just kind of come, give me a wave, hand me some things, and then go to the boat to, sneak through or whatever."
Nah, not really.
Nah, not gonna just hang around with your old friend Hanafusa. Okay, that's cool. Bye.
What kind of got a job to do? I'm sorry. Chesky is a block away, kinda.
It hardly is.
The time is weird. You guys used to pee at times sometimes. Don't even start with me. Anyway,
right. Well, you just take the door behind the operating theater, close it on your way out. If you don't, you're going to end up in a completely different area. You don't want to do that. There should be a boat. There's going to be a little hooded man thing that's attached to the boat. Don't worry. Just hand him your tickets, and then the boat will scoot along.
Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Take it easy, Hanafusa.
Yeah, no worries. Don't forget to put in the good word with I guess the local mayor of the undead or whatever's going on. However you're going to do it, just don't forget to do that, because if you do,
I just kind of
things will happen very badly for you.
Okay, yeah, nice. Keep your thoughts to yourself. How about that, guy?
And as that you've agreed to that, there is a sudden flash of black light that comes from the skull of the Hecaton Kyre.
What now?
I knew it.
The what now?
There's a flash of black light that comes from the skull of the Hecaton Kyre.
What's a Hecaton Kyre?
The creature that he was building on the table.
Oh, okay.
and it's this disturbing black light. And Ferris, since you were on the horse the whole time, you kind of had a view of it. It looks like a black circle with a larger circle has just kind of like flashed to life as that Riki agrees to this bargain.
Okay.
But you didn't say sanctified.
He doesn't have to say sanctified. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen.
But that's the fun part of it. You slam your hand down and say, sanctify.
I thought you had to shake with sanctification.
You do not.
Oh, okay. Well.
Let's go.
It can just happen.
You just have to say the agreement.
That's fine. He didn't give me a time frame, so he knows I have other things happening. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
She's just gonna like hold her to-go container up and just go, thanks.
So for the sake of the notes, what's the actual sanctified agreement? So I can write it down properly.
The sanctified agreement is that Hanafusa will give them tickets if in exchange Riki will put in a good word as best he can with his boss.
Now what you do is you write a good word on a shiv and put it in them.
No, so it's not with his boss. It's with someone who will relay it eventually to someone who will relay it to the boss. I'm not directly telling anyone anything.
Right, exactly. You're going to tell like someone who's like a important an important ghost spirit who can relay it to other important ghost spirits.
Yeah.
You're playing the big game of telephone.
Okay, so yeah, we walk out and close the door behind us.
And you walk out, and as you finish closing the door, you walk out onto a pier with a bunch of black, oily water that looks really disgusting and like it is filled with ash. And there is a boat with a man coming out of the end of it. It's a boat that's big enough to fit you two and the horse. And the man...
Time to leave Zeke here.
And Zeke. And the man boat thing kind of turns to you and he's just like, tickets, please.
Does he like hold a hand out or what?
Yes.
Okay, I hand him my ticket and I also hand him Lucille's ticket for the horse.
He takes the ticket, lets you two on, and then looks to Ferris. Mm-hmm. Tickets, please.
Ferris will hand him 2 tickets. For me and my ferret.
He takes the tickets. He looks out over the dark, dark ocean. And then his hand takes the tickets and shoves them into his mouth, and he starts eating, and then you guys start moving.
I almost put the ticket in his mouth. Damn it.
Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.
If we really want to get froggy with it, I have Fill in the Dragon's Bones. So we can get kind of a little bit more of a layout.
Is that the Toph Earthbender, like, stomp and figure stuff out?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I did not know you had that.
The cave has AFib.
Dude, if they're casting Death of a City of Butterflies, none of us are gonna be well off.
Gotcha. This is the point where I split the party, so I'm going to rip myself in half.
Oh, okay.
Because it's exalted.
As that you rip yourself in half, we're going to swing it now.
No, you just chisel a map into Tirali's rock hard abs.
You might not want a map of this place. You might want a map of a better place.
Yeah, my horse doesn't fit in my blouse, unfortunately.
Damn, you should get a bigger blouse.
Yeah. Oh, Brendan, I just found a note to ask you about this. I unlocked all the invocations from my artifact, and I need to get with you on those.
Right, did I not update the sheet for you?
I don't think so. I have my stuff printed out, and stuff that I have printed out does not have it.
Oh, well, that's fair.
You may have sent it to me and I might have forgotten, but I don't think so. But it's not important right now.
It will be if that we ever get into combat, so I will find that before combat, if combat breaks out.
If combat breaks out. Nice cover.
I have written this to deal with if and if not.
Tyler, there's always an if when you and Devine are around.
Hey, you know what? You kill people. I haven't killed anyone.
Yeah, but I don't start the fights. I don't start the fights. I just end them.
Correction. You have killed one person.
One, okay, that's different. That was a mercy killing. He deserved that.
Different.
It's different. That was a cool moment.
Do you remember who you killed?
I do remember who I killed. I killed the warden from the jail.
Yep. Okay.
Ceremoniously and respectfully.
We literally just posted that episode on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how far back that we are.
I haven't listened to that. I got to catch up.
So we've got no information. Man, listening to Riki made me try to go into.
We got no information.
We got no information.
No damn information.
So, I'm gonna pretend it's fireworks that I just heard outside our place. But I don't know what that sound was.
Oh boy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Great. Like nearby?
Yeah, probably within our neighborhood.
Great.
Listen, you got to do something to keep the rent down.
But
In
it
this economy?
doesn't.
It's not the rent, it's the property tax. You're helping the landlords, Brendan. I shoot guns to keep my property tax down.
Welcome to the fun gym.
Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit.
My meme is correct.
As that you just recount the entirety of Act 1 in 10 minutes to this fucking Faye. Buffet's just like, oh man, you guys should get a podcast and like I'll subscribe to it. It's super cool.
We're getting too meta here.
God damn it, dude.
Is it just a biblically accurate angel?
What the fuck?
I mean, the biblically accurate angel, one of the ones I just posted.
Yes. He is describing a biblically accurate angel.
Be not afraid.
There's so
Fucking
many of those. If you type
terrifying.
biblical angel,
And they're
the GIF.
always awful.
There's so many eyes. He doesn't use the capital N, Neverborn.
Okay.
Also, there's a space between there.
I was just like, God damn it, Brendan, we know this is fake. Don't bring that in there, too.
Should I switch it over to Riki and Ferris for a bit then?
That might be best. I'm about to have an aneurysm, my guy.
To be clear, for Michaela, the weird anime character that I based the doctor off of is literally like the dumbest thing from Kengan Ashura, where he's just like he was like the doctor, and like he literally got like his neck broken in the most insane way possible, and they're like, oh no, he's dead, and then someone like pops his neck back, and he just goes back.
Ooh, I'm back.
I knew this would happen because I'm a doctor, and it's literally just the most insane bullshit happens, and he just justifies it like it's a fucking lore roll with, I knew this would happen because I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
But also, not to undermine your first kill of the game, he's a ghost. And as you guys are going, we're going to take a quick bathroom break while I can offload.
Why you gotta do live like that, Brendan? Trifling ass.